Is your lawn a hot mess? Call Purple Walrus Lawn Company. Unlike actual purple walrus sightings, a beautiful lawn is not rare with us. We're the landscapers who believe in ecologically friendly grass hugging and lawn whispering. We're not here to sell you snake oil or make you sign contracts that require a lawyer. Our pricing? Straightforward and fair. Choose Purple Walrus, and your lawn will be the talk of the neighborhood. Learn more at purplewalruslawn.com.
Attention professional decorators and lawn care companies. Ready to illuminate your profits this holiday season? Introducing LightsForChristmas.com, your premier source for commercial-grade holiday decorations. LightsForChristmas.com offers the best wholesale pricing on dazzling twinkling lights, stunning real-looking wreaths and garlands, plus outdoor Christmas trees as large as 26 feet, and our specialized wire motifs. Whether you're expanding your business or just starting in holiday lighting, our experienced staff is here to guide you every step of the way. For your holiday lighting product needs at the best wholesale pricing in the industry, visit LightsForChristmas.com today.
This is Steve with Sam Trucking and Excavating. You're listening to Turfs Up Radio. Your industry, your station.
This is PJ Broniker. I am a homeowner. You're listening to Turfs Up Radio. Your industry, your station.
I was trying to make sure I get everybody in. Aaron Walls with the Landscaper Roots. What's up, everybody? It's Thursday. Almost got another weekend. Man, I can't believe June's going by this quick already. Something you can't get back is time. And it goes by fast. It's also Quade's birthday. The baby boy is 16. I'm not quite sure how Mama's going to feel this morning. Probably a little sad. No, I don't know one mother hen that wants her babies to leave or grow up, but that's what's happening. So that's yet to be known. I'm in here with you guys, hanging out. He is across the hall. And I'll be sure to let him know that his mom's hot when he wakes up and mess with him. Hey, your mom's super hot and you're 16. How's that feel? He's going to crack up. I've always been able to keep a sense of humor with these guys. You know, they weren't mine, but they're mine. I do have a pretty good relationship with them. I get car sick, so riding around with the kids has been a challenge. I remember doing it with Caden. They hunt, fish, kill anything wild, and then we eat it. So to get out there and drive around means they want to go looking at the back roads. And I get car sick. So it's I got about 9 minutes before I need to hurry up and head back home, and they want to search every creek and corner and, oh, look at this bird. I'm like trying to hold it back. So I did it with Caden about 5 years ago, and now I'm doing it with Quade here and there. His mom and dad are doing it more often. I'm doing the regular street driving with Tessa. She's not necessarily interested in back roading, thank God. She gets car sick too. I think it's a real thing. Car sickness is a plague. It is taking over the nation. People have it. It's real. You think Bigfoot's real? It's not nearly as real as car sickness. It is a thing. People get it. My brother gets it. My dad gets it. My niece gets it. I don't know if it's hereditary or if it's just something we get. It's a mystery. Daniel, I don't know if you're listening, but maybe that might be a fun fact Friday is motion sickness or seasickness or car sickness. It's a real thing. I'm not freaking lying. Anyway, happy birthday, Quade. Love you, buddy. I'm certain of two things. Today you're 16, and tonight I'll be going to bed with your mom. So with it being hot and super, oh my God, before we get into this, you guys watching hockey? Hockey is wild. And I don't know if you're a sports fan or not, but hockey was wild. Also, I put some money on the Yankees, and I thought for sure they'd win. Well, they got their asses kicked. So yesterday I bet on baseball. I didn't do that well. I bet on the Yankees to beat the Guardians. Didn't happen. The Yankees didn't even come close. I bet they win by 2. Didn't even happen. They didn't even come close. Who else did I bet on? Let's see. Let's go to the. All right. I didn't bet on the Braves. Let me. Let's go over the scores here, because I bet on a bunch of them. The ones I won were the Blue Jays over the Phillies. I did pick that. I didn't pick the Braves and Diamondbacks. Did you watch it all, Mike? Did you watch the whole hockey game? So I bet on Edmonton to win by 2 because they've been killing everybody. So I thought for sure Edmonton would win by 2, and I lost that bet. And then Florida came out hot. All right, Edmonton scored, and then Florida came right out the gate, and they hit them with 3. And I thought, golly, man, I lost this bet. And then Edmonton started to storm back a little bit. But for them to win by 2, man, it would just been. I don't know if you guys bet, and I'm not betting a whole lot. It's like $5 or $6 here and there, but I'm up about $500, and it started out with 50. Mike's a big Oilers fan, so he's probably loving it. Me, I'm a huge sports fan, and I thought I would try this sports gambling thing just to see how because I've been, all right, full disclaimer here. When I grew up, me and my brother, my dad raised us full time, and a lot of times Sports Center was our babysitter. So I got used to watching sports as a pacifier, I guess. So I guess all this useless knowledge I got about sports is paying off. So I started out just making a bunch of $5 bets here and there. So I'm up about 500. And it's really got me back into baseball. So, and right now you can't watch baseball until hockey and basketball is over, but I'm putting a lot of bets in on them as well. But last night's hockey was intense. It was intense. It was wild. I love hockey. Now I just started watching hockey a few years ago, and it's pretty cool. So Florida is a good away team. Now they travel very well. I'm thinking the Oilers are going to take this away, but Florida wins games on the road. I'm thinking about taking them this next game. Now I bet Edmonton to win by 2. Didn't happen. I should have just bet the money line, not the puck line. But we'll see. I don't know. What do you think, Mike? You think it's going to be close? This next one? You think Florida's going to get one on the road? I think they will. I think they're going to get at least one on the road. I just don't know which one. I do think Edmonton is going to take all Florida's home games. I don't know. We'll see what Wayne says. Wayne Gretzky. Wayne's pretty. They look at Wayne like we look at our Wayner here. Wait, that sounded weird. The host look at Wayne Gretzky like we look at Wayne here. Wayne Volz, the prophet. And be careful how we say Wayner, how we use it in the sentence. Anyway, so the Rockies are really, really bad. Scotty Scheffler has won more matches than the Rockies have won ball games. So I thought it would be a quick and easy pick to bet against the Rockies. It doesn't matter who they're playing, bet against them. Did 2 times in a row, the fucking Rockies won. Not only that, they beat the Marlins. Marlins ain't too bad, but they're way better than the Rockies. And also the Pirates. The Pirates they're super popular because of Paul Skeen. And then he's got that influencer girlfriend. So they're kind of like a power couple. Florida's for check is too aggressive. Oilers transition game is going to kill them. Oh man, it is hard to ask a fan to bet against their team. It is. It's difficult. Let's check out my bets. See if I can check my bets. I don't know if you guys get into sports betting or not, but it is fun. It is very fun. If you want to get into sports betting and you're not into it, I could send you a request and find a game that is a shoe in, or not a shoe in because it's sports betting. There is always a chance of losing, but one that you feel pretty confident in. Bet $5 on it on your first bet, and then you'll win $300. You'll win your $5, but they'll send you $300 in credits. There we go. DraftKings is already sending me notifications. Let's check out my bets for today. Let's just check them out. We're going to get into lawn care. Slow down, guys. But we can't just live in lawn care. We can't always weed eat and lay sod. We can't always break our backs in half. We got to talk some shit about we got to have some fun, guys. Here we go. Open bets. So I got some NASCAR, Ryan Blaney. All right, so Cardinals. I'm taking the Cardinals over the Royals. That's risky right there. Got the Dodgers over the Mets. That's really risky. Tonight, I have Pacers over. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. I'm in trouble. Darren. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
I can hear you.
Okay, we're just talking lawn care. Haha.
No, you're not.
All right, give me a minute. Let me get you plugged in. Oh, shit. Here we go. Let me find it. Trying to get Darren Gruner plugged in here on the radio because he's way up here in the north now. I think it's actually 7 a.m. there. So let's see if he's... All right, so... You guys are listening to Aaron Walls on the Landscaper Roots. Darren, good morning. What's up, brother? You're on.
Good morning. Good morning. How you doing?
Good. How are the Phillies? How comfortable are you with the Phillies? All right, I know we're on lawn care. If you were betting, how are the Phillies?
I think, well, first of all, I think I'm a curse to the Phillies. I'm a curse.
So bet against the Phillies. Let me pull them up.
Well, no. Here's what they're really having a hard time hitting. They really are having a hard time hitting. And last night I was watching the game, and this short
Hold on,
little.
let me stop you there. How are you watching the fucking game? Do you have Amazon? Is that how you're watching them?
No, I have. Well, I'm local, so I'm local, so I watch the game. And by the way, it's NBC Sports that you can download the app and watch that too.
Okay.
So.
All right, sorry. Go ahead. You're watching the game.
So I was watching the game, and the whole time, throughout the entire game, as the catcher came up, his name is Kirk. I don't remember his first name, and he's got to be 5'7". He's probably as wide as he is tall, and he's the most unathletic looking Major League Baseball player I've ever seen. He looks like this round ball, And apparently he's good. I don't know very much about it, so I shouldn't talk like that. But I am. Screw it. He doesn't look like, appearance-wise, he doesn't look like he's a baseball player. But then again, he reminds me of my buddy Jamie, who passed away a couple of years ago. He was an amazing baseball player, and he was not, and he never worked out in his life. But whenever we played ball together, whether it was baseball, softball, he was a home run hitter. So I'm watching this guy. And I'm actually, my son's watching it with me. My wife, was here and there. And I said, look at this guy. He's so unathletic. He doesn't look like anything. And then I'm looking at his average. Okay, he's hit 3 home runs this year. How many games?
Yeah.
And his batting average is just a little over 200. I'm like, why do they want this guy? Like, who is this guy? So he grounded out. He grounded out. I think he was up either 3 or 4 times throughout the entire game. The game was 1-1. Right? We had
Yeah.
scored one run in the first inning, and then we never scored again. We barely ever hit. I don't think we had many hits at all during the course of the game.
Yeah.
But the very end of the game, it's now 1-1, bottom of the ninth. And by the way, my boy Abel is a rookie pitcher.
Yeah.
He had gone, I think, 12 or 13 innings. I think the most in Philly history without a run scored in an inning, which was pretty good. I was pretty proud of that kid. Young kid, 18 years old.
Yeah. That is
And
young
they
for
did
baseball
really
to
well.
be playing.
Yeah,
The
he
MLB.
got drafted right. He might be 19. He got drafted right out of high school.
That's badass.
Really good.
You got to be
Yeah,
a
he's good.
stud.
Yeah. He doesn't look. It looks like a boy. He looks like a 12-year-old boy, and he's insane. He's great. He's got like 4 or 5 great pitches. Really good. So anyway. So Abel did well, and then we went through our progression of 7th inning pitchers, of course, and then our closer Romano. And here he is. All he has to do is he's got 2 more outs. He's got to do. He's got to get. And he lets one guy on base. I can't remember whether he got a hit or he walked him. But I think he did. He got a hit, and right over his head actually. So he got, and then here comes Kirk, right?
Yeah.
Here comes Kirk, and I'm like, here's this guy. He's unathletic, the most unathletic guy in baseball. We got this, 1 out left, done, no big deal, 1-1. And then now we have to go. We're going to go into extra innings. The son of a bitch friggin' knocked a home run on us.
So
So it was a walk-off home run. So we lost 3-1.
I was watching that game. Well, I wasn't watching it because it's not local. I can't find baseball here. I was kind of researching it because I got money on these games now, so I'm trying to fucking watch them. And
MLB.
yeah, well,
You can't watch it on MLB.
I got YouTube TV. I got a bunch of channel or apps. I'm like, Ashley, how the fuck do I watch baseball? I can't find it. She's like, I don't know. But anyway, I actually had 20 on this one because I figured the Phillies were struggling. I thought, man, I can get this one. So I ended up winning that one. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. The Phillies are going to be seriously exposed. Well, they already exposed. The Brewers exposed them.
Brewers are tough.
We're having a hard time. Well, they're not. I mean, they're under 500, aren't they?
Let me see.
They're really.
I thought
mean,
they were
they're tough. They're tough team.
Let me check them out. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Come on, internet. They're 34-29, so they're doing pretty good.
Oh, they are. So that, well, they got all their wins off the Phillies. They swept us. It was insane. It really was uncool. Like, I mean, think about it. We were the number 1 team in baseball, but then again, we were playing last place teams.
Yeah.
They're playing, it was just ridiculous. Colorado were playing just ridiculous teams, but we looked good for a while.
What's wild?
But then we beat the Blue Jays, who were a pretty good team too. The day before yesterday, 7-3 or something, 8-3 or something like that, 8-3. But the thing is, we scored early. The first inning, I think we scored 6 of our 7 runs the first inning, and then they're not consistent. The batting, the lineup is not consistent. I mean, when like Castillo's yesterday had a home run. Like, it would be nice if we had some guys on base.
Yeah.
They always start hitting after they have already had 2 outs. They start hitting, and all you need is 1 out. The more guys you have on base, is the better chance of you getting, doing a double play, whatever, not double play, but getting an out somewhere.
It's really helped. So baseball is hard for everyone here in my house to watch. So I got Ashley sports betting on it now. She's like, well, who do you think's going to win? Yeah. She ain't watched baseball in her whole life, but now we're all getting into it. So I'm thinking about getting those nacho trays and stadium hot dogs, and I'm going to start cooking them here on the weekends when they start putting a lot more games on.
Can we talk about hot dogs?
Oh, beef or pork?
Well, I'm a beef. You got to have beef hot dogs, okay?
Yeah.
So, we should talk about the hot dogs because I love hot dogs.
Yeah.
even though they're not good for you.
No.
I love hot dogs. Okay, so let's talk about that. Can we agree or disagree? All right, on hot dogs. Right.
Well, I think it's been known that actually Daniel is a big ballpark hot dog guy.
Okay, ballpark's up there, the top 10
Yeah.
for hot dogs. So I'm looking at this to see if my top 10 hot dogs are on there, and it
And
looks like and if we can get some people to text you in and see what their favorite hot dogs are. But I think I have a favorite. I got a favorite a top four.
okay.
What are your top? Yeah, what are your top four hot dogs?
So when I got married to Ashley, or when we got together, she introduced me to beef hot dogs. I didn't even know it was a thing. I always thought it was just the
Really?
yeah, I always thought it was the 40-cent pack at Walmart, the bar S hot dogs. I thought that was
Yeah.
it. But I think there's like Coney Island dogs and all kinds of cool ones that I haven't tried. I've only tried the beef hot dogs, and then I've had a few stadium hot dogs, and they were amazing at Cardinal Stadium, Bush.
Well, I'll tell you. So I like my favorite, depending on how you cook them too. By the way, I like Sabrett. They're like, they're the ones at Home Depot, right?
No,
Does your Home Depot have that guy outside of the home and cooks and makes hot dogs, and you could buy them right there at Home Depot?
no, this sounds cool.
They don't.
No. Of course, I don't see
So
Home
Home Depot,
Depot very often.
you don't see Home Depots. Every time I go to a Home Depot, for a while during COVID, they wouldn't let them come back and sell hot dogs, but they're back now. Especially in Florida. I don't know about Jersey. I haven't seen any guys around here in Jersey, but maybe during the summer they'll be out. But they always serve Sabrett hot dogs. That's where you get it. That's the same hot dog you get in New York City. And the key to those really making them good is they would put them in dirty water. Not dirty water, but like they would let the water stay.
Yeah.
They put onions in them, and they just throw shit in the water, and they just let them sit in there for a while, like basil and stuff like that. And then they take them out. They're nice and hot, and they put them in a bun, and boom, they're great. So Sabretts are one of my top 10, not top 4. I have top 4 hot dogs. Then I got Hebrew National hot dogs. Costco used to sell them. I think they're still selling them under a different name under Kirkland, but I think they're still Hebrew National. I know they had a contract with them for many years. You ever have Hebrew National?
No, but Mike said all they have outside Home Depot is crackheads.
Crackheads. That too.
Don't buy that.
Have a hot dog, or you can have a hot dog, or you can hire a crackhead.
Don't buy the crack.
Right, this don't buy the crack. God forbid.
My mom is Hispanic.
One thing I never tried.
Full Hispanic. So my grandpa is 100% Mexican. He come from Chicago. And so when we go up, or not we, when my family goes up there to visit Chicago, they go to Wrigley Field. They're all Cubs fans. And they said outside there they have really good hot dogs. And I've heard about them, and they talk about them like they're a special thing. So to be honest, I'm kind of a rookie on hot dogs outside of what Walmart has.
So, so you have Sabrett, Sabrett. So Sabrett, right?
Okay.
Are the best. They're the best boiled, right? They're the best boiled.
Boiled.
Then you have Nathan's. Nathan's are the ones you're talking about in Coney Island. That's where Nathan's got started out in Coney Island. As a matter of fact, we're going to the city this morning. And that's where I'm going. I'm going to take a train down to Coney Island, and I'm going to get myself a great friggin' hot dog, and they're best when they're fried.
Mike said Hebrew. Did you say a fried hot dog?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That does sound good.
Yeah. I mean, it's on a stove, you just put them on a stove like a Blackstone grill. They're awesome. Nathan's are great. And Mike's right. Hebrew National, like I said, I think they're my top favorite. They're my favorite. They're the Hebrew Nationals. They're all pure, they're all pure, and they're good. They're not bad for you like some hot dogs where you don't know what the hell's in them, right?
Yeah.
And they're also talking about. So here's another one. Then Boar's Head. I didn't know that Boar's Head made hot dogs. But I don't know why this is not on the list. But Ballpark Franks
Yeah, those are
are
good.
in my 4. But I never heard of Boar's Head.
What is
But it
boar's
also
head?
listen.
What meat is it?
It's all. I guess I don't know.
Is that pork?
Beef.
Because it's a boar.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't think of that. I said beef. You're right.
Have you had
But
the new?
it
Daniel asked if you've had the new Joey Chestnut brand.
isn't Joey Chestnut the guy. He's the guy who won the hot dog eating contest, right?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, and he's my buddy Jim's cousin.
Really? I bet they eat a lot
I never
of hot
met
dogs.
him though. Yeah. Joey Chestnut.
Does he have his own brand? Are you being serious, Daniel? Does he have his own brand? I thought Nathan's always paid him big money.
He probably put his name on it. He always wins. I mean, is he still like the defending champion?
Well, it's him and who? Kobayashi?
There was a girl. There was like an Oriental girl. Didn't she like eat like all these hot dogs like maybe a long time ago?
I thought
Skinny
that was
little
a guy.
Oriental girl.
I don't know how they do it. Have you seen the training videos on these guys who eat hot dogs like that?
I think I would fucking bust an artery or something.
Oh my God!
I don't know how. I don't know how the hell they do that. But let me tell you, you know what? What are the buns like? Because the buns have you can't eat you can't have a contest eating hot dogs with like potato rolls. You know what I mean? So what kind of rolls do they use? And if they use is it Wonder Bread rolls? I mean, what are your favorite rolls to eat with them? They have to be, the rolls have to be just there, but they have to be insignificant, I think. I mean, they can't be too insignificant because you don't want to be tasting like you're eating a hot dog. Like, what kind of rolls would you like to eat, Aaron? What would you like to eat with a hot dog? Like a real hot dog, not a sausage hot dog, you know?
You're talking about the bun, right? Or just
the bun, bun, yeah.
I don't know, I mean, I think I'm actually a boring hot dog eater now that there's all this talk going on. I've just been traditional.
Well, what's traditional?
Just the regular hot dog buns from IGA or Walmart. I might be the most boring hot dog eater out there.
I have a problem eating shit from Walmart.
But Daniel said that the new Joey Chestnut hot dog is sponsored by, or he can't be in the hot dog eating contest because Nathan sponsored an event because of it.
Oh shit! Really?
I guess, I don't know. Maybe that's his way out.
He gave it up for hot. I wonder who. But the thing, he doesn't have his own hot dog plant. I mean, he's got to just be putting his name on a hot dog, right?
I'm sure it sells.
Let's see. I see. Maybe he'll do. He doesn't do fun fact today. Maybe tomorrow when he does fun fact, he can talk about that.
He'll
hot
let us
dog.
know.
Joey Chestnut, American competitive eater.
When you go to the ballpark, would you rather have a hot dog or nachos, or would you rather do both, one or the other?
Would I rather have what's that in a ballpark?
Yeah.
I see. I you might call me names, but I can't. I don't like eating nachos. I don't like anything like that on my lap, even at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd rather have a hot dog.
Okay. Because there's a lot of barbecue stands. I've had, dang it, what is it? They'll put barbecue. I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, when I go up to Indy and watch games up there, because that's the closest one for football. We went to Cincinnati once, and it was freezing in December. And oh, boy.
That's my alarm.
You're just now getting up?
And now I've been up since 5. I just have an alarm for 7:30 so I don't miss my show because
Mike said he heard someone peeing in the back.
No, Mike, nice try. Nice try. It's water. That must be Aaron. 21 pounds of shrimp he had. Joey
21.
Chestnut.
That's
How
a
do you
lot.
fit that in there, man?
Oh my God. What kind of shrimp? Butterfly? Small?
Wait, dude, Jerry Chestnut, from eating hot dogs and winning hot dogs, he's reported to be around 2023, $4 million. He's worth $4 million from eating hot dogs.
Golly.
Or some sources suggest that he's worth closer to $3 million, potentially reflecting recent changes due to his ban from the Nathan hot dog eating contest. Daniel is right.
I wonder.
No, but his annual earnings are $500,000 a year.
You know how
eating hot
smoking
dogs. So he's
messes
not-
up your health? I wonder if that's created health issues
Yeah.
for them that will be irreplaceable, or you can't turn it around.
We'll find out.
You know, you can only live into your
We'll find
50s
out.
because you've ate 9,000 hot dogs.
I don't know if I'd want to be known as the best hot dog eater in the world.
Because they don't chew them, do they?
I don't think that's not going to be my I don't want that to be my legacy. You know?
You sure? It would be kind of cool, I guess. I just hate getting there.
Yo, dude, it's like that Hot girl. She's done already. Remember her?
Who is it?
Did you hear about the Hot chick?
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
She disappeared, man.
Yeah.
She stole all that money, didn't she?
She stole money from like Bitcoin. What do you call them? Those promo coins or something. See, that's why I don't get into that new shit. I'm scared to lose a fucking ton of money, all my hard-earned money, with that bullshit.
He doesn't
trying to
have
find
his
out.
own brand, is what Daniel said. But a new
Oh, he
sponsorship
doesn't.
with Impossible Foods, which is like a plant-based hot dog, and Nathan's got mad. Okay.
I got you.
Wonder why he switched to plant-based food.
Right. So these are his paid appearances. He has partnership with Pepsi, Raising King Chicken Fingers, Wonderful Pistachios, and Pepto-Bismol. That's
Crypto.
great.
Corey
That's
said
funny.
she stole it from crypto.
Crypto, right. Pepto-Bismol. That's right. That's a good one.
It's wise.
Oh, shit. And then when he gets older, he's going to be doing commercials for Depends.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see him on Fox News commercials. Are you unable to sit with your friends? Try these.
Oh, he has his own line. Right. He has his own line of condiments, though.
Really?
Mustard, dipping sauce, and hot. Sorry if I'm stealing your thunder, Daniel. Because you have these, you have great. Daniel's got great fun facts. So, fun fact is he does have his own mustard, dipping sauce, and hot sauce.
We got to do a plug for Daniel. Heavy D, Big D, Vitamin D. He'll be coming on at 8 a.m.
Yeah, at 9 a.m. Fast time.
Yeah. All right.
So while the Nathan's contests are significant part of his career, he's heavily relies upon sponsorship and like paid appearances and stuff like that. So he probably doesn't care. It's just ridiculous.
No, he's making money without having to eat it. That's smart. He's ate enough wieners.
It's funny. It's like, all these people that are trying to be known as like the healthy champions of the world, right? You see all these guys on YouTube and how they can get you to be thin and skinny, be skinny and exercise and be healthy and stuff like that. They all want to be known as like these big, and here he is just freaking eating hot dogs.
Yeah.
He went the opposite route.
He's fit.
He's not bad. Yeah. Let's see. He looks pretty good. I don't know why, man. I don't know. I just don't understand how he does it. I just don't get it. But he's all over freaking the internet.
He's super popular from eating a hot dog.
Anyway, so Nathan's, that was a smart idea for them to have, contests like that, right? Because, they are great hot dogs, by the way.
Yeah.
And I'll say this lightly, but they do go down pretty easily. That's for Stephen Cohen, by the way.
He doesn't listen to Aaron
Did I
Wells'
say this?
show.
Aaron, well, right. Did I tell you that Steve Cohen, I went to go on the way up in Florida, we stopped to see him and we had dinner at Bookbinders. I think it was called Bookbinders.
Yeah.
And the four of us are sitting there. Well, the three of us, my wife and his wife, were talking, and Steven's talking to the waiter. And they're having a conversation about oysters. Did I tell you about this story?
Nope.
Did I tell you the story? So, Steve, I hope you're listening. So I looked over and I see Steven looking up at the waiter, and he says, "I never had any oysters before. I had the other day, or not the other, just like the first time I tried it." He said, "I never wanted to try it." He goes, "Oh, you just don't like the texture." He goes, "No, I just couldn't. I thought that I would gag, or I don't like the texture. I don't like the gag." But what I did was I just closed my eyes, I opened my mouth, and I let it slide right in. And I said, "Steven, why did you just do that?"
He told
Why
the
did you say
waitress
that?
this.
No way. And I think their eyes twinkled together.
So to get more oysters?
So I'm like, "Can I have another oyster?" I'm like, "You guys want to be alone?"
That's awesome.
Oh, it was so friggin' funny. I'm not gonna ever let him live that down. Never.
It's his accent. That's why it came out like that. It's his accent.
It's his act, right? It's his accent. It's Buster Stones. It's his accent. So Nathan's hot dogs are really good. If you haven't tried them, just get a pack. You can buy them. I think there may be 6 of them. You can go. You're probably grocers have them. You know.
So the hot dog
But
stands, are they really good? Just out on the streets?
that's what I'm saying. They're Sabret.
Okay.
Sabrett. They're Sabret. So yeah, they're really good. Listen, when I was in Florida, not all the time, but I used to love going there. When during COVID, when they didn't have it, it was kind of disappointing. But I used to love going there. The only problem is, Mike's right. It's not just, you go and you pick up crackheads there. I think the crackhead was serving the hot dogs. Yeah. Yeah, don't you hate it when people, I don't know whether you smoke or not, but I don't smoke, but I can't stand when people are serving you food and they got cigarettes hanging out of their mouth. But that's what you get.
That's the best hot dog.
If you want to get, well, that's what they say about like Philadelphia pretzels too. I mean, you stop at the bottom of the Tacony Palmyra Bridge and there's a pretzel guy there with all these amazing pretzels, but man, you don't know where those things have been. Well, yes, you do. You might as well just admit it that you know exactly where they've been. They've been on the floor. He spit on them. But they're so good.
They say that's what adds the flavor is what's behind it.
That's why, listen, they shelter our kids now, from all kinds of stuff. But we weren't sheltered. We drank from a friggin' hose. We didn't care what was in it. And that's why we're healthy today.
Well, they put everything on social media. Tessa showed me a video of something they did. I'm not going to explain what it was. It was probably one of the dumbest things to video and bring back and show somebody. I said, why are you videoing that? If you're going to do it, do it without getting caught. Now you've cameraed this. Now there's evidence and you have it of yourself doing this. Don't do that no more. Just come back and tell me, but don't do it no more anyway. But I don't know why they do that.
Oh God!
You would think I've taught her. I'm like, you're the worst criminal I know. You're telling on yourself. I did everything to not get caught, but still got caught. Here you are going out doing it, and then you go, you film it. Quit doing that. I think that's what's wrong with them. Phones. Probably. Is it still a hot dog if you add a bunch of chili and chicken and all kinds of other things, or is it just vegetables when you add it? It's still a hot dog. Does it become something else?
I think. Listen. Oh, by the way, okay. So I want to tell you. So I think the best hot dog, according to this this report here that I'm looking at right now, at a baseball stadium, is called Vienna beef hot dogs, and they're praised to be the best by fans in delicious taste and great shape, making them a popular choice at any MLB stadium. So then the Fenway Frank and Dodger Dog are also well known. And
I have heard of the Dodger Dog.
Yeah, that's a big. Yeah, it's easy. Vienna is. That's what I always thought Sabrits were, but Sabrits are known in New York City and at Home Depots. And then Vienna, crackhead, the crackhead dog. And then this one, and this one too. But so let me tell you the best way to cook a friggin' hot dog. I mean, you have to try this, and I'm gonna explain it to you on the radio.
Yeah.
And you'll know how to do it just by me explaining it to you. Okay. I don't have to show it to you. It doesn't have to be a YouTube video. I can just tell you, and you'll do this. What you're gonna do is you're gonna get like it's hard for me to tell, but I like a ShopRite. We have ShopRites here, like you're just run of the mill hot dog buns that are thin, not thick, not like potato rolls, just thin, like regular bulk. Because like I said, I like them to be not insignificant 100%, but not completely significant on the taste. It's just like I like it just there.
Potato
so I take
bun.
like a Wonder Bread, even like a Wonder Bread bun. It's pretty good. But so they're pretty good. So because they're really just kind of there, and they kind of fall whatever, they're there. So you take one of those buns and you cook your hot dogs. All right, get your hot dogs cooked to a certain temperature. I don't know. I don't really never use a thermometer for temperature, but you get it cooked to where you want it. Put it back on the bun, and then take cheddar cheese, like the shredded cheddar, and you can get the thick shredder. Doesn't matter. It could be thick or the thin shredder, and just load it up, just pack it up, almost hide the whole hot dog, right?
Yeah.
And then take it and then flip it over so that the cheese is, and you put it on a nice hot, put a little bit of oil, like an almond oil, or even like a virgin oil, vegetable, like a virgin oil, olive oil, and make sure it gets nice and hot, and then turn it over and let it sit right on top of that stove. Let it cook, and and the cheddar cheese gets hard. And then just scrape it up, put it on your plate, and then and let it cool down just a minute. But it'll be insane. It changes the whole texture and feeling of a hot dog, and it's so freaking good. That's it.
Wow.
That's all you got. It's really, just try it.
How often have you been thinking about hot dogs?
I love hot dogs. I don't eat them all the time, but when I get a chance, I like a hot dog. Like yesterday, I went to play golf, and Don, my buddy Don, I haven't seen him in a long time, and we played golf yesterday at this place called Frog Rock. It's like a mafia place here in. We went. Nobody. Like, there's no tee times. You just go. You know what I mean? And a lot of the sand, like we call the sand traps. They're all like leveled out, and it's probably because there's bodies under there. They're not really sand traps anymore. They're kind of leveled out. But every time I go to play golf, I love a good hot dog. That's just like, you talk about tradition earlier. That's like tradition to me, I go, and usually I used to play when there used to be girls that would ride around with beer, and hot dogs, and then they would have a hot dog, even like a non-competitive, games, just like regular. They would just drive around. Hey, you guys want a beer or whatever? We used to do that all the time. But that's what we used to get. We used to get hot dogs. Love it. I like hot dogs.
What's this cheese whiz that Philly folks put on cheesesteaks? What's Mike talking about here?
Dude, Mike.
You got him going. What is it?
Oh God, dude, cheese whiz. Oh my God, it's so freaking good. When I was a kid, even you can have that with nachos too, but I mean, having that on a cheesesteak, oh my God, it makes he's so right.
So it's a thing.
I told Renee, you got to buy it in like a block though. They come in this big, like a Velveeta You ever see that? You ever hear of Velveeta?
No, I mean I've heard of Velveeta and big block cheese, but I'm not.
Yeah, that's Cheese Whiz, isn't it? I mean, Mike, am I wrong?
I don't know.
I think Velveeta. I think Velveeta is Cheese Whiz.
Let me
Or
see
maybe
here.
not. Maybe
His parents are
Cheese
from New
Whiz.
York,
Or,
upstate.
yeah, Velveeta Cheese Whiz.
Is that
That's what
Buffalo?
it is.
Is Buffalo upstate New York? No, that's east, ain't it?
Yeah.
Or west?
Here it is. Homemade Cheese Whiz. I love Cheese Whiz.
Mike's got the
Oh, wait, here
inside
it is.
scoop.
Oh, no, it's not right. It's not right. Cheese Whiz and Velveeta are not the same, but they're very similar. But Cheese Whiz is a pasteurized processed cheese sauce, while Velveeta is a pasteurized processed cheese spread.
Okay. I see it now. Glen Falls, New York. This is what I think of, Darren, when I think of Philadelphia and sand traps on a golf course. I feel like if you guys hit one in the sand trap and you guys go to pitch it out with a sand wedge or something like that, that you guys might uncover a boot or a shoe and know that it probably looks like a person. You guys just kick the sand right back over top of it.
That's right. That's what we do here. Yeah.
And everyone has a ball bat in the trunk.
That's what the smart people do.
They just kick it back over it. How close are you to Kensington?
Kensington? It's not. I mean, not far. Everything's like within. Yeah.
So, I've watched like YouTube videos and movies, and they make it seem like it's everyone lives on the streets. Is it like that, or is there safe places?
Kensington. That's where all the crackheads are.
Is that where Home Depot is?
That's where you fight. There's Home Depot there, I'm sure. But that's the videos that you see on. You ever see those videos with with everybody just like they look like it's like you look like you're in a movie when you go there.
Here we go. Daniel's got us. Yeah. That Cheese Whiz is made with a blend of real cheese, whey, milk, canola oil, various flavorings, and here it is. If anybody can pronounce this word, Worcestershire sauce and mustard.
Yeah, Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
That's the worst word in the world. I don't know why they made it.
Why? Is it a word or a name?
It had to come from a city. Where did that word come from? It had to come from a city. There's no way or a name. A last name or a city.
How do you spell it? Worcestershire. Here it is.
Where did it come from?
Worcestershire sauce originated in Worcester, England.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So it's Worcestershire. That's how you say it. So Worcester, England it's really Worcestershire. So Shire. So it was created in 1835 by chemist John Wheely. Who cares? John Wheely, poor guy, created this amazing sauce, and we all forgot about him. And William Henry Perrins. The story behind the sauce creation involves a patron who commissioned them to recreate a sauce he had enjoyed in India. That's interesting. So according to many sources, the spruceeats.com, the initial batch was reported too strong and unpleasant, and still is, leading to its storage in a barrel where it aged for several years and developed a more desirable flavor. That's the jury's still out on that. I'm not really a fan of this stuff.
The jury's still out.
It is. How to pronounce that? Let's see how to pronounce this. Let's do this. See if we can do this.
While you're on that, I have another one. Is it charcuterie board or charcuterie board? The one with all the cheese and meat and all that.
Yeah. Say that again.
Charcuterie board.
Charcuterie board. That's what it is, isn't it? Here it's Worcestershire. Worcestershire. That's how you say it.
So there's not even a C in it.
No, it's WUSTUH, right? WUSTUHSHR. Worcestershire. That's how you say it. Worcestershire.
All right. What about a
I would still call it.
charcuterie board with the cheese and stuff? What's that? How do you say that one? And who came up with that?
Security board. Yeah, that's friggin' stupid. How to pronounce? Here it is.
I wouldn't even know how to begin to spell it.
Here's how to pronounce it. Ready?
Yeah.
The correct pronunciation of security board is SHAHR, S-H-A-H-R, charcuterie. Charcuterie.
Okay.
That's how you say it. Charcuterie board. Charcuterie. There you go. All right, charcuterie. That's funny, ladies. English 101 on Turfs Up Radio.
They need this. Guys get so stuck in the daily grind because the grind can get challenging. They need some entertainment. They need some laughter, and take their mind off of it. Get them back to working and, just having a good time. Where do you find brotherhood? Right here on Turfs Up freaking Radio and hot dogs sliding all the way back down your throat with an oyster.
Based on the provided search. Okay, here it goes. Okay, here's breakdown information. Charcuterie, pronounced choucroute. Choucrouterie is a French word that primarily refers to sauerkraut. Really?
I've never had sauerkraut on one of them boards.
Neither have I. It's supposed to be good for you, though.
Have you had the expensive fruit ones? These things are like $400 or $500.
Mm-mm.
They can get expensive.
Oh, no, but that's funny because you guys be talking about that. We have a new segment on Turfs Up Radio. By the way, I'm going to do 30 minutes today. You're more than welcome to hang in there with me, by the way, if you want.
All right. Let me close this out. I'll go get dressed.
Well, no, hang on. Wait.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
You're not wearing any clothes right now?
No, every morning I'm in my underwear doing my show. Socks and underwear.
A couple listeners.
I just come staggering in, full beard, coffee.
Just socks and a Turfs Up Radio hat. So I have a new segment.
All right.
We have a new segment. By the way, I'll have an announcement to make in a second too. By the way.
Okay.
But I have a new segment we're calling "Why?" Not necessarily why did we do that. But kind of back where we came from, right?
Yeah.
And it's going to teach us a little bit about why we do things the way we do, and some things that we used to do that we don't do anymore for certain reasons, whether they could be health reasons or just practical reasons. But we always, like we thought we were doing it the right way back in the day. Thanks to us, right? Thanks to the pioneers in the landscape industry, you guys today are doing it the right way. Hopefully, you think it's the right way.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing it. We have a couple segments. I'm going to try to do it at least once a week. Wednesdays are going to be my days with Steve Cohen, as we're talking about. He's talking about your playbook for your business, and we're going to do some not role playing. I should never say that with Steve Cohen ever.
I can imagine, especially with oysters.
I am not role playing with Steve Cohen. But he's got this playbook, so he talks about like procedures, like what do you do if something happens, right? So he's got a whole slew of things that all the problems that happen in the business, and he's got this, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to do one problem every Wednesday, and I said we're going to do it between 8:30 and 9, but that's going to change, and I'll tell you why.
Okay. Oh, you're going to tell us why then?
Eric, but I can tell you right now.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I can tell you why. I'll tell you why later on during the show. Go get your socks on, or your clothes on. All right. And let's reconvene here in about 6 minutes, and we'll on the landscape hero. But I got to tell you, I only have 30 minutes because we are going to shoot out. We got to catch the train in Hamilton. We're going up to the city, and we're going to get a hot dog and some pizza. By the way.
All right.
Can't wait for some New York pizza. All right.
Let us know what type of hot dog too. But let me close this out, and then I'll be right back.
I'll call you back in about 10 minutes. All right.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
This is Steve with Sam Trucking and Excavating. You're listening to Turfs Up Radio, your industry, your station.